Megan. And our book for the day is going to be Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Pete the Cat, written by Eric Litwin, art by James Dean, creator of Pete the Cat. Can we see me? Let's go. Pete the Cat can put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful buttons. Groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. Oh boy, we get to sing again. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Groovy. 3 is groovy. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! How many buttons are left? Oh, another button popped off and rolled away. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. 3 buttons, 1 popped off, and now there's 2. 2. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? If we had 2 buttons and 1 popped off, there's 1 button left. 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? How many buttons do you think are left? If we had 1 button left and it popped off and rolled away, how many buttons are left? None. 0 buttons are left. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. And what do you think he saw? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. It's all good. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. We keep on singing. That's what we have to do right now. Just keep on moving forward. We'll get back to all being together. I know it. I can't wait for it. Bye, friends.